even how to say them. So I'm super excited. And that is $25. You do need to sign, well, you don't need to sign up in advance, but I highly recommend it because it seems to sell out every time and then there's no more space. So then you just sign up on the local co-op's website. Okay, let's practice. All right. Come to a comfortable seated position if you are not there already. And even if you are, maybe you make some tiny little adjustments. And if you want, you can stretch a little bit. So I always think it feels good just to kind of get into my physical body, see what's going on. Maybe you just want to roll your head around, roll your shoulders around, maybe a little twist. No rush, but eventually find just your seated meditation. So settle into stillness, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. Bring your awareness to what's going on inside of you. So just feel whatever there is to feel. Even if there's a lack of sensation, notice that. If you do have any emotions that you can feel in your body, just notice that as well. Notice where you feel them. Notice how they feel. You can label them if you want, but you don't need to. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. And start to follow your breath with your awareness. Next time you breathe in, very intentionally fill up as big as you can. And then when you think you are full, sip in a little bit more. Take an extra sip at the top. Big sigh, let it go. Ah, very nice. Do that a couple more times. So inhale, fill up. Perhaps you sit up a little taller, take up more space. Take that extra sip, hold. And then big sigh, ah, release, let it go. Last time, so biggest inhale you have taken all morning long. Fill up all the little spaces inside your body, wake your body up. Hold. And then exhale, let it go. Ah. Beautiful, my friends. Seal your lips gently now. And begin to cultivate Ujjayi Breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So it's very different than just a regular nostril breath. You don't hear it as it moves through your nostrils so much as you hear it as it moves through your throat. So see if you can start to create that gentle whisper noise, that oceanic sound as your breath moves in and out, up and down the length of your torso. Stay here for as long as you would like, just feeling into your breath, finding your own internal rhythm. When you feel ready to move, take this breath with you, so don't lose your connection to it. Come forward to hands and knees. And like we very often do in my classes, just start exploring some intuitive movement from your hands and your knees. So that can look so many ways. You can start with cat-cows. You can circle your hips around. You can sit back into a child's pose. Come forward towards cobra, up dog. You can sit back into a kneeling position and reach your arms to the sky if you want to. So lots and lots of ways to explore. Good, everybody. Big, deep breath. So as you began to move, did you lose track of your breath? And can you bring it back? So over and over again, just come back to your breath. See if you can learn how to hone in on it. So you're using it to create space on the inside. You're using it to explore your body in a deeper way. Good, everyone. Invitation to keep your eyes closed as you explore movement. So you're letting go of how you look, focusing on how you feel. So your felt sense, your felt experience. Give yourself about 4 or 5 more rounds of breath. And then eventually, when you are ready, downward facing dog. Nice job, my friend. Once you're back in your down dog, keep exploring. So maybe you've got your feet together. Maybe you've got your feet nice and wide. Perhaps you shake your head, yes, no. Pedal out your heels, shift your weight around. So sometimes I like to even windshield wiper my heels from side to side. So you can roll onto the inner edge of one foot, outer edge of the other, and then switch it up. In your down dog, see if you can feel the connection to center. So if it feels like all of your weight is coming down into your hands, explore switching that up. So spread your fingers wide and grip the ground actively with your fingertips. Imagine you're taking energy from the earth and you're moving it up through your arms. You're moving it up through your side bodies. And then you feel that connection to center that lifts you. So like I always talk about, imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up and it's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Awesome poses, everybody. Take one more huge inhale into your down dog. And then as you exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, however you would like to get there, forward fold. Pause for just a moment in your fold. I would recommend feet about hips width distance apart for this first one, maybe even a little bit wider. Make sure all of your toes face forward, and then try to bring your weight into your toes and the balls of your feet more so than your heels. So you might have a big bend in your knees. See if you can lift your butt up as you let the crown of your head fall towards the ground. So relax your neck. If you want to take a rag doll, grab opposite elbows, go for it. If you want to bring hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, go for it. Yeah, a little sway, little bob. Nice, you guys. See if you can breathe even bigger. So feel your breath move up your spine, down the backs of your legs. Take one last round where you're at. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift position. So stick your butt out behind you, reach the top of your head forward, gaze down, back of your neck is long. And then exhale, fold and bow. Do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift, get all the rounding out of your back. Nice, Scotty. Exhale, fold, let it go. This time, come through your halfway lift, rise all the way up. So reverse swan dive, inhale, stretch your arms up, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, high mountain. And then follow your exhale down slowly, swan dive down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Relax your neck at the bottom. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. So spine parallel to the ground. It's like you're doing a down dog, but you're standing on your feet. So feel the length in your spine. Exhale, fold, let it go. Root through your feet, reverse swan dive. So lead with your heart to rise. Nice, Caitlin. Inhale, stretch tall. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Let's take one more half sun salute, just like that. Inhale, reach up. See if you can close your eyes as you dive down. So just feel your body from the inside. Feel it move through space. Lengthen and then let it go. Inhale, find your halfway lift position. Beautiful. And exhale, bow, fold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Nice job, friends. Inhale, take your arms up. Let's take a side body stretch to the right. You can make it your own. So grab your left wrist if you want, interlace your fingers if you want, right hand to right hip, maybe a yin yang variation. So more weight in your left foot. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your left foot. Reach your hips over to the left, nice Sydney, and then upper body over to the right. Breathe into your left rib cage, the space between your ribs, nice Crystal. Breathe into your left waistline. See if you can lengthen just by breathing bigger. One more round. Inhale, come back to center, realign. And then as you exhale, same variation on the other side. So make it your own, up and over. More weight in your right foot. So sometimes I even take my left toes out to the left. Keep them really light, or even play with your balance. Breathe into your right side body, right rib cage, right waistline. Yes. So use your breath to work the pose from the inside out. One more round. Nice. Awesome, Cam. Inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, let's go with our hands behind our back. Interlace your fingers and then roll your shoulders back and down. If you want more, press your palms together, steeple your index fingers towards the ground, squeeze your elbows towards each other, but try not to lock them out. If it is available to you, start to reach your hands back. And then if you still want more, little baby back bend. So lift your heart up, lift your gaze. So it's not just a lift of your head, it's a lift of your heart. Knuckles towards the ground, press your hips forward, hug in with your inner thighs. One more great big in-breath. Keep your hands clasped, lead with your heart, hinge at your hips, dive down, forward fold, relax your neck at the bottom. Hang out with your fingers interlaced for about 3 rounds. If you've got your palms pressed and your index fingers steepling and it becomes too much, you can let that part go. See if you can work that opening in the front of your shoulders. So that's your number one focus. Weight forward in your feet, not back in your heels. Lift your sit bones. So feel that connection to center, even in your forward fold. Take one more inhale. Maybe lift your knuckles higher. Maybe lift your butt higher. Nice, Sandra. Exhale, hands to your low back. Then release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. Give them a gentle shake out if you'd like. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, realign. Exhale, let it go, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank pose, so top of a push-up. Take a moment here, check in with your hands, spread your fingers, press through your fingertips, actively push the ground away so you feel strength in your shoulders, you feel strength in your core, so navel to spine, and then imagine you're breathing into your back body. You're puffing up through your back body with each inhale. See if you can take little baby rocks forward and back. So just an inch or so of movement, not much. Yeah, nice, Kate. Good, nice, Mariah. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. Come to your knees if you'd like. Exhale, lower halfway down. Keep your elbows stacked over your wrists. Belly strong, shoulders strong. Inhale, push up. Do that once more. Exhale, little rock forward on your tippy toes or on your knees, halfway down. Inhale, press up, high plank. Slow as you can go all the way to your belly, one strong straight line. Nice, good, Kathy. Find a back bend of your choice. So I always love Spider-Man Cobra. You can go there. If you want baby Cobra, full Cobra, Sphinx. So you choose, give yourself a couple breaths or so. However you want to make the transition as you are ready, downward facing dog. No rush. Beautiful, friends. So this is your practice. I'm guiding you through it, but I do not know how your body feels today. So you listen to that. That's your job, to honor that, to observe that, to respond to what you feel inside. Back in your down dog, you got about 5 rounds, so feel free, move around, explore, see if you can find a way to be a little more efficient in your body. So my favorite thing about this practice, no matter how many times we go through the same poses, there is always something new that we can discover if we pay attention. So if we do the same thing every time, we just tune out because we think we know how to do it, We're not learning, we're not growing, nothing's changing inside of our body. So every time you come to your down dog, tune in, explore what would happen if I took my hands out a little wider. What would happen if I pressed into my thumbs and my index fingers a little more? What would happen if I rotated my shoulders out away from my ears? What would happen if I bend my knees a lot? What about if you try to lift your toes and spread them apart, even if you don't have your heels on the ground? So there's so much to play with. Take one more big, huge inhale. Lift your hips even higher. That invisible rope pulls up and tugs back. Exhale, gaze forward. Empty out, step or float, forward fold, top of your yoga mat. Halfway lift. Once you've arrived, breathe in and lengthen. Beautiful. Exhale, bow and fold. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart. Take it all the way up. Big stretch. Breathe in. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Ha. All right. Inhale. Take your arms to the sky. And then exhale. Let's sit back into a chair pose. So keep your arms reaching up and just sit your butt back. If having your arms reaching up is too much, cactus arms is a great modification, or even prayer hands. So for now, weight is in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes. See if you can spread them apart. Yeah. Good, you guys. Now, absolutely feel free to stay here, or here's where we're going today. Bring your arms so they're parallel to the ground. Lift to your tiptoes. And then slow, slow, slow. See if you can lower your hips all the way down to your heels. Slow, slow, slow. See if you can lift back up. Do that just one more time. So coming back up, your legs don't straighten quite all the way, and then just take it back down. Heels stay lifted, spine stays long, focus your gaze. This time when you come back up, chair pose. So heels back to the ground, arms back to the sky. Good, everybody. Take one more round, maybe sit just a little bit lower, weight in your heels. Inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, baby back bend. So stand tall and then open up. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward. Take a swan dive down, traction out your spine, then fold. Halfway lift with your big inhale. So fill up and lengthen out. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, move through your vinyasa however you would like. You can add some push-ups, you can skip it completely, nice cast, take it on your knees, substitute cat-cow. See you back in down dog. Find your breath again, Ujjayi. All right. From your dog pose, next time you inhale, see if you can take the entire length of your inhale, just slowly and powerfully extend your right leg back and up. So take the entire length of your inhale to slowly lift it. Good. Some of you guys did that really good. Some of you are like, I don't even know what you're talking about, weirdo. Press up with your right foot, press down through your fingertips, lift through your belly button. So for now, your hips are square, your inner thighs face each other. Notice if you're getting lazy in your left leg, see if you can hug in with your left inner thigh. Maybe you explore lifting to the ball of your left foot, bending your left knee, pressing your heart back. So it feels like you could pounce forward. Maybe you explore pressing your left heel down, working your left leg towards straight. Notice if you just sink into your joints when you do that. So make sure that's not happening. Good, you guys. Take one more big inhale. Awesome, Sydney. Press up with your right foot. Press down through your fingertips. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can round your spine more. See if you can lift your waistline higher. Push the ground away. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. Rise up to Crescent Lunge in your own time. So if you need to take a moment, that's fine. When you are ready, front knee over front ankle. High on the ball of your back foot, and then settle in. So square hips. The stability in this posture comes by hugging towards midline. So pull your front hip back, pull your back hip forward, and feel that stability in your strong foundation, your legs. Tone through your belly. So little draw of your navel to spine changes everything. You want those lowest, deepest abdominals, your transverse. You want them to engage to support your low back. Lift your heart up high, reach your fingertips, maybe even try gazing up. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. Yes, beautiful, friends. One more big inhale, spread your fingers and reach through your fingertips. See if you can reach higher. As you exhale, slowly bring your hands to the earth. Let's take a twist. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches up, revolve lunge. So give yourself a moment here and then see if you can find strength in your legs. So really pressing down into your front foot and the ball of your back foot. Here's a little challenge if you want it. Keep your legs strong. Everything stays the same. Hover your left hand above the ground, just an inch or so. Nothing else changes. Yes. Thanks, Mariah. Take one more full round wherever you are at. Good, Josh. End of your exhale. Release. Let that go. And then walk your hands all the way over the left long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. If you want to, you can play with some arms here. Hold for as long as you'd like. And then when you're ready, fold, wide-legged fold, anywhere you want to go, about 5 rounds. So feel free to move, explore. Maybe you just move on the inside. I can't even see it if I'm looking at you, but you feel it. So stay here, especially these moments where I give you the freedom to just be with yourself rather than going somewhere else. Stay here. Stay on your mat. Stay in your body. Stay with your breath. Observe sensation. Even observe your thoughts as they come and go. So learn to let them come and go rather than getting involved in them, spinning off with them. A couple more rounds. All right, my friends. Next time you breathe in, listen, come to a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. And then rise all the way up. Take your arms to the sky. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, warrior 2. So pivot your right toes forward. Bend your front knee. Right arm forward, left arm back. And if you need to, gaze down at your feet. Maybe take a moment to readjust. Right toes should face directly forward and left toes face directly to the left. Next, Kate. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. Good. Very nice, you guys. Good awareness. A little tone through those transverse abdominals to support your low back. So if it feels like you have this great big curve in your low back, navel to spine connection, lengthen through your low spine. Very nice. Beautiful poses. Good, Chris. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. So front palm rotates up, reach up, reach back. It's a side body stretch. Keep bending deeply into your front knee and see if you can track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Don't let it fall inward. Nice, Paul. Breathe into your right rib cage, right waistline. Create more space just by breathing deeper. Yes. One more big, huge inhale. Nice, Kathy. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. So low lunge position. And then from here, listen, just step your back foot forward. Tiny little potato bug ball. So big toes touch, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees or forehead towards your knees. Heels stay down or heels lift up. That's up to you. And then option to wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a great big squeeze. So get as small, as compact as you can with your exhales. Soften your face. Sometimes when I squeeze, I notice I'm clenching my jaw. See if you can stay soft as you give yourself a great big squeeze. Take one more round. Inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine parallel to the earth. So lengthen out. And then as you exhale, just plant your hands, step or hop back. Move through your vinyasa, or if you want to skip it, straight back to down dog. So you always have the option to skip it if you're taking care of shoulders or for whatever reason, if you just want to skip it today. Nice job. Good awareness. Nice, Mariah. Really good. Beautiful. From your down dog, left leg slowly to the sky. So see if you can take the entire length of your inhale. I know it's not fun, but just play with it. Sometimes I like to imagine when I lift my left leg, it's on a track, almost like a roller coaster or something. And it's just slowly rising up that track. So learn to move slow, even in your transitions. For some reason, it's like we just fling our leg up there and we don't even think about it. Transitions are important as well. There's so much to learn there. Once you're in your three-legged dog, you're just breathing, you're feeling into it. Maybe you're exploring bending your right knee, lifting to the ball of your right foot, like you could bounce forward to press your chest even further back. Maybe you're pressing your right heel down, working the length in the back of your right leg, but make sure you're not sinking into your joints. Good, nice, Crystal. Strong, powerful through your left leg. Take one more big inhale, active through your left foot. Press down through your fingertips. Keep pressing through your fingertips. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here, take a huge inhale. See if you can round more. Push the ground away. Nice, Josh. And then set your left foot at the top of your mat softly. Good work. Rise when you're ready. Crescent lunge. Beautiful. So commit to it. Hips are square. You're high on the ball of your back foot for some reason. People feel more comfortable if they have their back foot like almost on the ground. So if you can lift your back heel and find power in your back leg. So your back leg should feel just as strong, just as powerful as your front leg. Yeah, you guys look so good. Tone your belly, navel to spine, transverse abdominals engage. Lift your heart. See if you can gaze up. So play with your gaze. Challenge yourself with your gaze. Yes, nice, Sandra. Reach through your fingertips. Spread them. Take one more big inhale. Reach a millimeter higher. I bet you all can. Exhale, hands come down. Nice work, you all did. Twisted lunge. So right hand stays down, left arm up. Open up through the left side of your heart. So legs strong. This twist comes from your center, right underneath your rib cage. See if you can find more power in your legs, your back leg especially. And then maybe everything stays exactly the same, but you just hover your right hand above the ground. Nothing else changes. You got it. Good. Take one more big deep breath. Your pose, your expression. Nice, Cam. End of your exhale. Unwind. Let it go. Walk your hands all the way over to the right side of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Halfway lift. If you want to, you can play with some arms. Arms can reach out to the sides, back, forward, cactus, whenever you're ready. Work into a wide-legged fold. If you want, you could even interlace your hands behind your back here. Few deep breaths. Good. Try not to rock back into your heels. So just like a regular forward fold, we don't want to rock back in our heels and completely lock out through the backs of our knees. We want to keep that little tiny micro bend. Weight slightly forward. Lift your butt super high, navel to spine. Can you feel your breath? Even visualize it moving down the backs of your legs. Last couple. Good work, my friends. All right, listen, we're gonna try rising up just slightly differently, and this is how we'll do it in our flow. So next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift, and then exhale, fold, bow, let it go. Press into your feet, reverse swan dive. So lead with your heart, inhale, arms to the sky, reach up. And as you exhale, warrior two, stand. So left toes face forward, left arm forward, right arm back, bend your front knee deeply. So if you want to, take a moment, adjust if you need to through your legs. You can look down and see. Left knee should track towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in. So wrap your left butt cheek underneath you and press into the outer edges of both feet. Tone through your low abdominals, navel to spine connection. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior, front palm rotates up. Reach up, reach back, lengthening through your left side. So imagine you're trying to pull your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Create more space there and then breathe into that space. Bend your left knee, press into the outer edges of both feet. Good. One more big, huge inhale. Nice job, friends. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, pivot to the ball of your back foot, and then just step your back foot forward. Go straight into your little tiny potato bug ball, tuck and curl. Let your spine round. If you want, you can wrap your arms, give yourself a big squeeze. Breathe into your back body. Next time you inhale, come to a halfway lift, heels down, spine parallel to the ground, to the horizon. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise to stand all the way up. Inhale, stretch tall. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, friends, here we go. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sit back into chair. Hold here and hang out, or inhale, lift your tip toes, bring your arms parallel to the ground. Exhale, slowly lower down. And then inhale, ever so slowly lift back up. We'll meet in our chair pose. So exhale, heels down, arms up, sit back. And then everybody, high mountain, reach up. Stand up tall, back bend, cactus your arms. Exhale, tone your low belly, navel to spine. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And slow swan dive. So traction out your spine, then fold, yes. Halfway lift, nice Christine, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep your exhale going as you lower. Inhale, peel your heart open, keep your shoulders back and down, elbow tips point back. Exhale, down dog. Nice cast, inhale, right leg to the sky, stretch and lengthen, powerful through your legs. Now use your core, good Scott, step your right foot through as soft as possible. Strong legs, inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, reach up as high as possible. Exhale, slowly, hands come down. So feel your arms move through space. Inhale, twist. Right arm reaches up, open up through the right side of your heart space. Exhale, let it go. Unwind, hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, add arms if you'd like. And exhale, work your fold. So crown to the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Press into your feet. Reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Reach up. And as you exhale, warrior two, right toes pivot forward, reach forward and back. Inhale, reverse, reach up, reach back. Keep bending into your front knee, lengthen your right side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step forward, tiny little potato bug ball, super small. Halfway lift, breathe in, spine long. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, chaturanga, so lower down, keep that exhale going. Inhale, peel your heart open, big, slow, deep breath. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky, strong through your left leg, active through your left foot. Use your core, exhale, step forward slowly and softly. Yes, nice work. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge, strong legs, heart lifts, gaze lifts, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, hands come down. Don't speed through these easier movements. Inhale, peel your heart open, left side of your chest, so left arm to the sky. Beautiful, nice, Sydney. And exhale, let it go. Walk your hands over the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Good, add arms if you want. Exhale, work your fold, bow deeply, empty out. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Nice, Kathy. Inhale, reach up, stretch tall. Exhale, warrior two, left toes pivot forward, left arm forward, right arm back. And reverse, breathe in, reach up, reach back, keep the deep bend in your front knee, lengthen your left side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, tiny little potato bug ball, so immediately step forward, empty all the way out, super, super small and compact. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Through your feet all the way to stand. Big stretch at the top. Breathe in, gaze up. Hands to heart. Exhale. We've got one more round just like that. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Sit back, weight in your heels. Hang out here or inhale. Float to your tiptoes, arms parallel to the ground. Exhale, super slowly, lower down. Yeah, inhale super slowly, lift back up. And then everybody, exhale, chair pose, heels down, arms up, sit back. Inhale, high mountain. So stretch it out, reach up, and then actively work your back bend as you exhale. Cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign, so neutralize. And then lead with your heart. Slow swan dive. Exhale takes you down. Beautiful. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana, or skip it if you'd rather. Inhale. Cobra or up dog. Shoulders down and back. Exhale. Lift your hips. Lengthen your spine. Down dog. Listen here, inhale your right leg high. You can hang out if you want, otherwise exhale, right knee, left elbow. As close as you can come, yes. Inhale, back up, stretch, lengthen. Right to right, aim for your right armpit, add a push-up if you want, bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged. Now everybody, exhale, right knee to your nose and step through softly, low lunge. Crescent with your in-breath, rise. Heartless, gazeless, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, hands come down slowly. You are not in a rush. Good, nice, Sandra. Right arm to the sky. Open up the right side of your heart. Gaze up at your right fingertips. Yes, and then exhale, let it go. Unwind, hands to the left long edge. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift position on your in-breath. Add arms if you want. Nice job. And then exhale, work into your fold. Bow deeply, empty out. Press into your feet. Reverse swan dive, rise. Inhale, reach your arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, warrior two to the front of the room. Right toes forward, right arm forward. Inhale, reverse. Right palm faces up, reach back. Keep the bend in your front knee, lengthen through your right side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step forward, tiny little potato bug ball, empty all the way out, get super small. Halfway lift, heels down, spine long. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat, vinyasa, or skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart. And nice, Christine. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Great, big inhalation. Take your left leg high. You can stay if you want. Otherwise, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your obliques. Try to keep your hips level with shoulders, not lower than. Inhale, re-extend, lengthen. Exhale, left, left. Aim for your left armpit. Add a push-up if you want. Don't let your butt drop down. Nice. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Scotty. Everybody needs your nose. So round your spine, scoop out your belly, then step through. Rise with your in-breath. Crescent lunge, strong legs. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Slowly, intentionally bring your arms to the ground, hands to the ground. Good job. Inhale to your twist, left arm to the sky. Open up, gaze up. And exhale, let it go. Unwind, hands over the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to your halfway lift, arms if you want. Exhale, work into your fold. Bow deeply, empty out, navel to spine connection. Press into your feet. One last time, reverse swan dive. Lead with your heart. Inhale, arms reach up, gaze up. Warrior two to the front of the room. Left toes forward, left arm forward. Bend your left knee. Inhale, reverse. Lengthen your left waistline. Bend your left knee. Exhale, windmill your arms to the ground. Step forward, tiny little potato bug ball. Halfway lift position, breathe in. Now listen, exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause in your plank pose. Stay strong through your belly. Lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. So elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel if you can, palms face down, fingers spread wide. If you would rather, you can interlace your fingers as a little modification. Stay here, or dolphin pose. Walk your toes towards your elbows, lift your hips. So like that invisible rope is now pulling straight up on your belly button. Nice. Try not to let your elbows drift apart. Do not let your head touch the ground. You're either holding forearm plank or you're holding dolphin. You can stay where you're at or lift your right leg to the sky. If you're in plank, hover your right foot. If you're in dolphin, maybe you even play with a couple little hops towards forearm stand. One more round with your right leg lifted. Good work, you guys. Right foot down, left leg lifts. Just 2 breaths. Good. Stay strong through your belly. Lift, belly button to spine. Hug in with your elbows and your upper arms. Bring your left foot down. One last big breath and then you're done. Exhale out your mouth if you want. Ah, good job, child's pose. So sit back and rest. I think it feels really nice after dolphin to take embryo. So arms reach back. You can grab hold of your heels or just let your palms face the sky. Just breathe here for a moment. So notice if your breath has sped up, slow it down. If when I cue, you're like, she cues so slow, nobody can breathe that slow. I promise you can breathe that slow. One of my friends said that to me and I was like, no, you can breathe that slow. So if you can't breathe as slow as my cues, play with it, explore. Can I breathe deeper than I thought I could? And I take a really deep diaphragmatic breath. So even right now as you're resting, see if you can breathe deeper. See if you can slow your breath down, smooth it out. We have so much power in our breath if we just learn how to use it. Even Ujjayi, I think, is like this huge aha, life-changing thing if you can really tap into it. So right here, right now, just take a moment to recalibrate, to reconnect. You want to give yourself a couple open mouth sighs, feel free. Good job, friends. And then as you are ready, downward facing dog. All right. Big, huge inhale into your down dog. Fill up. And then exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat. Step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, fold. Listen, chair pose. So bend your knees, weight in your heels, butt reaches back, and then arms go up. Bring your feet hips width distance apart if they're not already. Make sure all 10 of your toes are facing forward. And then we will twist. Bring your left hand to the ground in between your feet, right arm to the sky. Try to keep both knees straight across from one another, nice and flush with one another. Imagine you're hugging an invisible block with your inner thighs. Your butt reaches back, your weight is in your heels, you're twisting from your center. If the half bind or the full bind, or even bird of paradise is in your practice, you want to go there, you've got about 2 more rounds. to your expression. If you're holding twisted chair, I think this is one of the most uncomfortable poses in all of yoga. So if you can just stay there and be with it. Nice, Caitlin. Good, very nice. You guys work your twist from the inside. One more round wherever you are at. And then let's all meet in a forward fold. So unwind. Now listen, bring your right foot. So it's behind your left foot like you're on a balance beam. So right foot behind left foot, just like you're on a balance beam. And then walk your hands over to the left side. Pull your right hip back and work your right leg as straight as possible. If you need to bend your left knee a lot, that's okay. So pull your right hip back and then breathe up your right side, down the back of your right leg. Take one more round. Good job. End of your exhalation, walk your hands to center and step your right foot up next to left. Halfway lift position, inhale, realign. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose, pause, Vashisthasana, side plank on your right hand. So you can either roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot or right knee might come down if you want to modify. Very nice. If your bottom knee is lifted, hips are super high. So rather than sinking into your hips, lift your hips and use the strength in your right side obliques. Take your left arm forward towards me, lengthen your left side. Maybe float your left leg up. There's a variation you want to move into. Go for it. Awesome work, friends. Lift your hips, soften your face. Take one more big breath. End of your exhale, plank or modify. Take an inhale at the very top to prepare. Exhale all the way down to your belly. Back bend of your choice. Give yourself a breath or two, or an extra breath or two, I should say. And then just a tabletop position, hands and knees. And we'll take thread the needle. So bring your knees out a little bit wider than your hips, not too much. Right arm out to the right, all the way up to the sky. Great big inhale here, open up. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you. Reach through as far as you can. Come down to rest very gently on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. So you want to stay connected to your center, navel to spine, rather than putting all of your weight on your shoulder and your head. It's like you've got that little lift, that invisible ropes pulling up on your belly button. Any variation you want to take is welcome. About 3 to 5 more rounds. Breathe into your back body. Exhale all the way to empty every time. So as you are here in this pose holding, now is a perfect time to get curious about breathing deeper. Create space that was not there before. Good job. Soften your face, unclench your jaw. If you happen to have your left hand lifted, slowly return your left palm back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it all the way up, up, up one more time. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Take just a moment and move in any way that feels good. So intuitive movement, anything that calls to you. And then in about 3, 4, 5 breaths, downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And then listen here, I'm gonna have you open your hip, but before you open your hip, I'm gonna do it really slowly. I want you to do it really slowly. So bend your right knee. You're not even opening your hip yet. Just bend your knee, heel towards your butt cheek. So right heel towards your right butt cheek and then flex your toes. Now keep that. Imagine you've got a rolled up washcloth behind your knee and you're squeezing it. You're trying to wring it out. Keep that. Reach your right knee straight out to the right. Nothing else changes. Your right knee just reaches out to the right. And then nothing else changes. See if you can lift your right knee up towards the ceiling. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek. Squeeze your imaginary washcloth behind your knee. Yes, good. You guys look so good. So right hip stacks on top of left. Stay here. One more inhale, lift a little higher. Or option to flip your dog now. So right foot steps down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, heart forward. Yes, very nice. Press your hips up. Get any flexion, any bend out of the front of your hips. Thanks, Christine. Breathe down into your belly. One more huge breath. Awesome, Chris. Beautiful, Kate. End of your exhale. Let's bring it back. Regular down dog. Walk it out for just a moment. So notice the difference. Right side versus left side. Big inhale, hips super high, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward, fold. Halfway lift, lengthen out, breathe in. Exhale, fold and bow, hop. All right, one more chair pose. So bend your knees, weight in your heels. Lift your heart, reach your arms up. Take a moment, and if you need to adjust your feet, hips width distance apart. Make sure all 10 toes are facing forward. And then when you are ready, let's twist. This time, right hand down, left arm up. So the more you can make that twist come from your center, in my opinion, the easier it will feel in the rest of your body. You're not trying to crank it through your legs or your arms, but you're using your core. Stay where you're at, or feel free to explore. Half bind, full bind, bird of paradise. Nice job. Good poses. If you're holding twisted chair, weight stays in your heels. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Breathe down into your belly. Use your exhales to work your twist. Maybe gaze up at your left fingertips if they're reaching up. Good. Awesome, you guys. Beautiful work. Last round. Your personal fullest expression today, right here, right now. Very end of your exhale, let it go, forward fold, slow release. All right, this time, left toes and back of your right heel. So it's like you're stepping onto a balance beam with your right foot in front of your left foot. Your toes, the tips of your toes touch the back of your heel. Walk your hands over to the right or off the right side of your yoga mat. Try to stay really rooted through your left foot, your back foot, and gently pull your left hip towards the back of the room. So it's like somebody had their hand in that little crease in your hip and they're just gently tugging back. Breathe into your left side. If you can relax your neck. If you need to bend your right knee, that's okay. Good job. One more round, huge breath. End of your exhale, walk your hands back to center and bring your left foot back next to right. Find a halfway lift position on an inhale, realigning your own spine. And then as you exhale, let it go, plant your hands, step back to plank. Vashisthasana on your left side plank on your left side. So left hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot, or if you want to come down to left knee, totally fine, totally up to you. Nice, Josh. Lift your hips super high. So if you sink into your hips, all of a sudden it's going to feel like so much weight on your wrist and your shoulder. So lift your hips, use your left side obliques. Take your right arm forward towards me. Good. Lengthen your right side. Maybe float your right leg up. Awesome, Crystal. Your own variation, your own fullest expression in this moment. One last big breath. Good. Awesome, Jen. Come back to plank or modified. Inhale at the top. And exhale, slowly lower. So try not to just plop down, even though your body's tired. Your breath is what guides you. Back bend of your choice on an inhale. Stay for a couple extra if you want. Very nice. Tabletop position. All right, setting up for thread the needle. So knees just a little teeny tiny bit wider than hips. This time, Left arm out to the left and then all the way up. Breathe in here, open up. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath. Reach, 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 then come down to rest. And likely you do what you did on the other side, but if this side feels different, got something different going on in this shoulder, then do pay attention to that and honor that. Go wherever you need to go. Be most skillful in your own body. Make sure your breath is right there with you. Good job, you guys. Last couple rounds. If you happen to have your right hand lifted, bring it back to the ground. With your next inhale, unthread your left arm. One more time, all the way up, open up, and then release. Any intuitive movement that calls to you, eventually back to down dog. Reconnect to your breath, Ujjayi. So it's still there, it's still slow, intentional. From your dog pose, inhale, take your left leg up and back. Okay, before you open your hip, just bend your left knee and draw your heel as close to your butt as you can. Flex your toes. So this should feel like a really active position. Left toes flex, squeeze through the back of your left knee. Now, everything else stays the same. Your hands don't move, your shoulders don't move. See if you can now reach your left knee out to the left, like your left hip is a hinge and your left leg is a door. It's swinging open, and then lift it up as high as you can without anything else in your body moving. Yes. So it comes from, that mobility is coming from your left hip, not your shoulders, not your wrists. All right, stay here if you want to. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale if you'd like. Option to flip it. Left foot comes down. Good. Nice and knee, left arm forward, heart forward. Breathe down into your belly and see if you can lift your hips towards the sky. Back muscles hug around your spine, supporting your spine. One more huge breath. Feel what it feels like to have your heart wide open. End of your exhale, slow transition back, regular down dog. Walk it out for a moment. If you would like, you can take a vinyasa. Or if you would like, you can sit down, sit back into a child's pose. Otherwise, just take a couple breaths or so in down dog. Feel your body. Notice all that space inside of you. For whatever reason, it's so hard to notice just as we go through our everyday lives. But when we come to our mat, when we take just 60 minutes, 75 minutes to breathe intentionally, to feel, be mindful, it's crazy what just that much intentional movement, breath can do. It shifts so much from the inside out. If you're not back in down dog, find your way back as you're ready. If you want to hang out and just rest, totally fine with me. We're moving into pigeon. So from down dog, inhale your right leg high. And exhale, right shin forward. Set your body down gently. And if you know this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat, you'd rather take it there, fine with me. So set yourself up with intention. And then bow forward. So hold the structure as you stretch into the pose. Go forward, so keep that lifted and up. Yeah, and then go forward there. Yeah. So even as you're bowing, you can kind of push your right hip back. All right, friends, so we're just gonna be here. You have nothing that you need to show up for, nobody you need to show up for but yourself right now. So just be in your pigeon pose. Let all the sensation that it brings just have space inside of you. Let any emotions that come up, let them come up. Let them have space inside of you too. And then with each big deep breath you take, maybe you allow your body to soften just a little bit more, to relax here just a little bit more. So we're not holding this so that we can become more and more tight the longer we're here. We're holding it so we can loosen, so we can soften, so our body can finally surrender. Take about 5 more breaths. Open mouth exhales anytime you'd like. Soften your face, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, your neck. Soften your heart. What would that feel like? Can you embody that? Last couple rounds. Everybody, end of your next exhalation, slowly begin a transition back to down dog. Bless you. So you can go back to a 3-legged dog, give your right leg a little shake out. Maybe you move into a tabletop first, take some hip circles. Maybe you want a vinyasa. So any little bits of exploration, any movement, just kind of neutralize, feel right side versus left side. And then I'm just gonna let you, as you are ready, move into your pigeon pose with your left shin forward. So no hurry. Eventually left leg up and then left shin forward. If you're taking it on your back or in a seat, please feel free. Good, everyone. Very nice awareness. So remember, set yourself up with integrity. You're not just plopping down into it and sinking into your joints. Plug the femur bone into the socket. So left hip pulls back slightly up as you take your heart forward. And focus inward. Focus on what's going on inside of you. I'm gonna say about or around 5 more breaths. I will leave it up to you, since we all kind of came into this at different times. So maybe a couple more. But if you want to stay longer, you can. If you're ready to get out of it, you can. Just as you feel pretty even on both sides, start to find that transition, that slow transition back to one last down dog. Any movement you want to take on this side. No hurry. So this might be your chance for one last vinyasa or one last down dog. If you'd rather take a child's pose, feel free. Some cat-cow, some hip circles, anything that's calling to you, just neutralizing, feeling into your body here. One last time before we go down onto our backs. Good, friends. All right, wherever you are at, take one last great big breath. And then end of your exhale, start transitioning down onto your back, a supine position, any direction. You can face towards the front or the back of the room. I do not care. And then once you are down on your back, just draw your knees towards your belly and find a gentle rock from side to side. Just give your low back a little massage against the ground. You might circle your knees around, trace the outline of your sacrum against the ground. Eventually, supine spinal twist. Let your legs fall to either side first. And if there's a certain variation of a twist you want to take, choice is yours. Take about 5 breaths on this side, and then slow transition to the other side. Breathe all the way down into your low belly. Exhale all the way to empty every time. So just a little bit longer. Keep that awareness of your breath, that gentle control of your breath. So just on your own, switch to the other side. No hurry. I'm going to read to you. This is by Jeff Foster, and it's called "It's Okay Even When It's Not Okay." Feel your feelings. Let them be alive in the body. Let them be gentle or intense. Think your thoughts. Let them come and go. Let them stay. Let them depart. Remember, there is only this moment. Even if it's not okay right now, can it be okay? Can it be okay for the belly to feel tingly and warm or tight? For the chest to feel heavy? For the throat to feel contracted or the head to feel pressured? For the breath to breathe the way it's breathing? For the heart to pound as it must? For thoughts to be whirling around? Can it be okay for this moment to be exactly as it is, including the urge for it to be otherwise? You do not have to hold up your life, my friends. It is already holding itself. You only have to live a single moment, and not even that. So it's okay, even when it's not. Once you have taken your twist on both sides, I would recommend or invite you to take a happy baby to finish off your practice. But also, if there are any other movements, any last postures that you would like to take that your body is particularly craving, please feel free. And just start in your next 5 breaths or so, a slow transition into your final relaxation. So even if your life feels like it is not okay, in this moment, can it be okay? Even Even if you have discomfort inside your body, anxiety, sadness, grief, all those feelings, they're uncomfortable, but can you be okay with them for just a moment? Let yourself feel them. So for these last few moments, we're not avoiding being with ourselves. We're not running from what we feel inside. We're not trying to silence our thoughts. We're just letting them come and go as they please. And if you can, as I play my bowl, see if you can allow the sound to just move through you, vibrations to stir up anything that needs to be stirred up, and to let go of anything that's ready to be let go of. So these last few moments, just let your breath be completely effortless. And let your body just soak in the vibration. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, let go. Just slowly bring gentle movement back into your physical body. As you feel ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Give yourself just a moment there, curling into yourself in this nurturing pose. You can use your arm as a little pillow for your head if you'd like. And take a moment as you rest on your side. And just to let all the energy, let all the effort from your practice today settle inside of you. So in some way that makes sense to you, visualize with your mind's eye anything you want to take with you, anything that came through for you, just kind of seeping into your being, becoming part of you. And using the strength in your arms, ease your way up into seated meditation, facing the front of the room. So right back where we began, sitting up nice and tall. Eyes closed. And then hands gathered at heart center. Bow your head to your own heart and just to acknowledge yourself for showing up on your mat, taking the time out of your day, making the effort to be here, to do your practice, to slow down and to tune into a deeper place inside of you. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. Yeah, Rose. All right, my friends. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, you can always ask. I'll see you hopefully soon. Thursday, hopefully. Miss Angel, she's a good girl. Yes, she was. She was a good girl. Yes, she was. I'll give you another treat. I have for you. I have for you. Oh, Mom, bye. If you can hear me, I love you. I'm gonna Ruby her treat out here. Because she was a good girl. Because she was a good girl. This one. Yeah. That one for Ruby. She gets a string piece. Here, dear. Let me help you. You weirdo. Just kidding. I just like saying that. Right here, Joshua. All the mats are here. Thank you. So good to have you. Please come back soon. I miss you.